Hi there, Scorpio. Thank you so much for joining me today. We're going to take a look at your reading for the month of June. The month of June. Remember that this is a general reading, so take what resonates with you and leave the rest. And don't forget to look at your moon and your rising signs also, because, I always say that we are made up, our chart is made up of more than one sign. We always check the sun, but the moon and the rising sign are very important also. So don't forget to check that. And also, please like, share, and subscribe if you like what you are seeing here. I would really, really appreciate it. Leave me a comment in the comment section if you feel like this resonates with you in some way. Thank you so much. Okay, so let's get on with the reading here. Scorpio. All right, Scorpio. Spirit, what is it you want Scorpio to know about the month of June? For the month of June. Scorpio for the month of June. Scorpio for the month of June. All right, let's get started. Scorpio for the month of June, Spirit. Wow, at the bottom of the deck, we have the Magician. The Magician, which says to me, Scorpio, you have all you need to manifest whatever it is that you want to manifest, okay? So, let's turn the other cards over and take a look. We have the King of Swords, Ten of Swords, we have the Wheel of Fortune, the Three of Swords, and the Fool. Next up we have the Empress. We have the Page of Wands, the Emperor, the World, and the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles. Next up we have the Eight of Swords. We have the Knight of Swords. We have the Knight of Cups, the Queen of Cups, and also the Queen of Swords. Now, as I'm laying the cards out here, the thing that jumps out at me most is there's quite a few swords that jumped out here. Okay? Even in the bottom row, you have the Eight of Swords, the Knight of Swords, the Queen of Swords. You have the King of Swords. You have the Ten of Swords. You have the Three of Swords. So there are some things that are going on with you when it comes to a little bit of drama maybe going on with those swords. But let's just take a look through real quick and see what's going on here. So, You do have the world showing up here, which is that you are coming to some kind of completion here. You also have the Wheel of Fortune showing up, and you have the Empress showing up. The Empress, the Emperor, the Wheel of Fortune, and the World. So you have, out of the 15 cards showing up here, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 major arcana. Oh, 6, because you have the Fool also showing up here. Okay, so there's some major things that are going to be happening in your life for the month of June, from what it looks like here. But it looks like with all those swords showing up there, that there is maybe some betrayal going on with this. The first card that shows up is the King of Swords here. Now, the King of Swords, he's very knowledgeable. He takes care of business. He is he's someone that you can tap into to learn from. He's like a teacher, that kind of thing. He has a lot of knowledge, a lot of intelligence. But right next to him, you have the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords, which means that there has been some kind of betrayal. That's, you're at the end of this cycle, but there has been some kind of betrayal, because it's like when you see those swords showing up, it's like all 10 of them have been stabbed in. You've been stabbed in the back with all 10 of them. So there's been some kind of betrayal, some kind of mistrust. But then I also see here that you have, between the Wheel of Fortune and the Fool, you have the Three of Swords, which is telling me that there has been some heartbreak. There has been maybe some kind of relationship that ended for you, with that Ten of Swords showing up also. Your heart has been broken in some sense of the way. And it looks like maybe you have felt like you were the Fool. You felt like the Fool with this heartbreak that's come up. But you also have that, it's like with this Wheel of Fortune showing up here, this is karma kicking you in the butt. Okay, so it's like it was just time for that karma to come back around to you, and you got betrayed in a sense. And it could be with this King of Swords that's showing up here. But also in the next row, what we have here is we have the Empress and the Emperor showing up. So I'm thinking that maybe that is you and someone else. Maybe you're the Empress, and maybe he's the Emperor. Now, the Emperor is all about taking care of. She's very abundant, very nurturing, very. She's very creative. She's very knowledgeable. She has it all. Then you have this Emperor showing up here. And he's all about structure, making sure that things are done the way they should. He's all about order and that kind of thing. So you have the two of them. Right in between the two of them, though, is the Page of Wands. So this could be a child, maybe, because pages are very young. They're new. And this Page of Wands is like maybe your invention. Maybe the two of you, between the Emperor and the Empress, brought this Page of Wands forth. And Page of Wands usually, pages usually bring messages. You also have another completion card here with the World. So whatever this is, whatever this karma is that you had to deal with, you've completed it. You're at the end of it, in a sense, Scorpio. And then we have also showing up is the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles. Now, this knight is slow moving. This is not a quick moving knight. This is someone that you can trust, because the moves that you're making here is going to be slow and steady when it comes to this particular knight. Now again, here we have the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords. This is talking about you're very anxious about something, and you're thinking that you don't know which way to go. You don't know how to get out of this situation, that kind of thing. You have the Knight of Swords here. Now, he brings about a lot of drama, and I just talked about about swords in general. There's a lot happening when these swords show up, and you have quite a bit of swords showing up here. And we also have the Knight of Cups. Now, he brings forth an offer, usually a romantic offer. That's the kind of knight he is. So he has an offer for you there. And then we have the Queen of Cups. She's very empathetic. So she's someone that you can lean on. She's, again, nurturing, a kind of kind of queen. She kind of reminds me of the Empress, which is also showing up here. And the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords. Now, this is someone that wants to get their independence going back, get their independence. So whatever this is, you have the King and the Queen showing up. The King, he's all about the knowledge and that kind of thing. And then you have the Queen. She's showing up here also. So this is like a couple to me, in a sense, in this reading. You have like the couple of the King and the Queen of Swords. And then you also have the Empress and the Emperor showing up. So I would say that this whole reading basically is about relationships. It's about relationships. Now, there's been some heartbreak in this particular relationship. There has been some betrayal showing up here, and there has been karma playing a part, because that wheel of fortune says it's your time now to reap what you have sown. And so, karma doesn't always have to be, the bad thing. It is a thing. It is a thing that happens, though, and maybe you have sown some good karma. Maybe you're not the one that did the heartbreak, you know what I'm saying? Or maybe you're the one that's been caring for the nurturing one, and now it's your turn to get that kind of thing back in your life. But whoever these swords are for, they have planted some seeds that may not be in their best interests, and now it's time for, Father Time shows up with karma and says, hey, okay, time's up. So someone here, it looks like with the Knight of Pentacles, he's coming in, a younger person with an offer of some sorts. It just has to be, but he is slow. He's slow. He's watching the money. He's like saying, hey, slow and steady wins the race. The Knight of Cups also has an offer here. He's a romantic. He's the one that the romance knight, and he has an offer for you also, but you never know what's in that cup. So don't let karma hit you the wrong way if you take that offer. We just don't know what's in the cup. But then we have the Queen of Cups here, and she's nurturing her cups, and you don't know what's in her cups either. So it's just like you need to be really careful, because it seems like for the month of June for you, Scorpio, there's some things showing up that's going to make you think about what you have done in the past and how it's affecting you now. And it looks like it has to do with relationships. You're feeling a little anxious about things. Of course, your heart's been broken. You feel like there's been, for some of you, there's been some kind of betrayal. And it may even involve, when I see these pages showing up here along with these couples, it's like it's involving children in some way, in some sense. I just stopped when I thought about children. When I said children, it hit me about what happened in Texas with the children. It could be that the parents are, been betrayed. Wow, I'm going there. I didn't expect to. Been betrayed with what's happened with the school system, and the children being in there for hours without anyone going in to help them. But they were trusting. They were trusting. When this Knight of Pentacles here, it brings me back to trusting the authorities and that kind of thing. They were slow about making their move, and people trusted that, or tried to trust that, because they were the authorities that kind of knew what was the next moves that they were supposed to make. And with the Eight of Swords, the parents have felt very anxious. So I hope that Wow. This could be for someone that's been involved in a situation, or knows someone that's been involved in a situation. And, you know, it happened to so many of the children. And when I look at these children, these pages that are showing up here, along with the relationships like I see of the King and the Queen of Swords, and then I see the Emperor and the Empress. It just takes me, for some reason, it took me back there. And we have the Fool card showing up here too, which means to me, wow, they were taking a risk by not going in and taking care of the children and making sure that they, you know, took down the gunmen and took care of the children. But they end up being a fool by not moving in sooner. Wow. Okay, I didn't expect this to go there, but this is what's happening here. That Queen of Cups, she's a motherly type. She's very, very empathetic with what's going on. And we have also the Eight of Swords, as I talked about. But we have also here the World, which it talks about completion. Completion. I don't even know how to explain that or say that. It was a completion for the souls that left, unfortunately. There was a lot of heartbreak. There was a lot of heartbreak. Of course, we know that. And, wow. These authorities here, like the Emperor and that kind of thing, tried to keep things, tried to be in control and keep structure and that kind of thing. But the structure brought about a lot of change, not for the better, which is where that Fool steps in there. And that, you know, they were foolish in the way they handled the situation. Oh, wow. Okay. Scorpio. Let me see if I can clarify some things here, because I wasn't expecting this. But this is how these people are feeling. Now if you know someone that needs to hear this, I want to see if we can get some more clarity on this information here. It's coming through. Okay, we have the Ace of Cups. Very emotional. But it's all about, you know, overflowing with emotion. And I guess I see this as maybe the soul's coming to a completion there. We have the Temperance card showing up here. It's Temperance card. It's all about healing. There's going to be a lot of emotional things going on. There's going to be a lot of healing. People are going to be going back and forth, trying to figure out exactly what happened and trying to find out a way to heal. There is a lot of imbalance, but people are going to be juggling their feelings and that kind of thing. There's going to have to be a lot of patience going on. And people in their minds are going to be going back and forth about, you know, how it happened, what happened, how it was handled, that kind of thing. Wow. Okay, let's see what else. So it's going to take a while. And I don't know, sometimes there's never healing, but people will need to heal from this. And Scorpio, this showed up in your reading. So maybe this is for some Scorpios that may be going through this, or may know someone that is going through this, that may need to hear this. I have the Five of Swords showing up here. The Five of Swords is about people who want to, again, we have swords showing up. And I knew when I saw all these swords in here that some kind of drama was happening. Now let's hope that this is not something that's going to come about again this June. For the June reading, this is just about what has happened. And people are really, this is really on people's minds and that kind of thing. Because with this Five of Swords showing up here, I hope it says revenge. It represents revenge in this particular case. So let's hope that we don't get more of the same. Okay, what else, Spirit, can you tell us about this reading? What else can you tell us about this reading, Spirit? The Knight of Wands is showing up. It's about immaturity. It's about immaturity, and this is the person that went in there. This is about a young person, at least 18 years old. When you see the knights show up, they are, becoming like, teens and above, but still young. And that shows up. He has the sword in his hand. He rushed in. Using, for some reason, not thinking with his heart, but thinking with his head, and he wanted to do some things. He went charging in with an agenda, not thinking really, not using his head. He just went in blindly. Wow. I don't know why I'm channeling this, but okay, someone needs to hear it. Okay, what else, Spirit? Here we have the Death card. Wow, this is so sad. This is making me so sad. It's about releasing. And that is just so hard to do when your child or your parent, or, someone that you weren't expecting this, and this happened. Wow. So I'm getting the sense that if healing can occur, if and when people are ready, they will maybe have to try to let go of all of the, and I don't even know how to say that. This is what's coming up in the cards, because we have the Eight of Cups, and I think the Eight of Cups is about emotional release. I think that these souls kind of felt like they had to, or maybe, wow. Eight of Cups are about walking away. And I think that, or moving forward, in a sense. And it's sad to say, but I think that a lot of them kind of, after so long, felt like you know, they had to just kind of let go. And I'm talking about the children, because at the bottom of the deck here we have the moon. And they didn't know. They did not know. This all hit them. This hit them all of a sudden. Nobody knew what was coming. No one knew what was coming in this case. Everyone was just blindsided and kind of left in the dark as far as what was happening. Now, I want to pull an oracle card. I just want to know, you know, what else is going on. I wasn't prepared for this read. I didn't expect it to go here. But for some reason, Spirit had it go here. And I'm sorry if it has brought on more pain for people, because just even talking about it is making me a little upset. But Spirit wanted me to do this, so this is what I'm going to do. And now I want to pull an oracle card, and I'm going to use the angels and ancestors deck. And you know, maybe we can get some clarity with this. I mean, that's almost impossible to think that there could be some clarity, but I mean, I'm here for a reason. Okay, Spirit, what else is it that you want people to know concerning this reading? What is it, Spirit, that you would like people to know concerning this reading? And I don't even think this is not just a Scorpio reading. I think this is a reading for the collective, in a sense. I mean, with all the things that have shown up here, and I really don't know how to interpret it in a sense, because it came on me all of a sudden. I wasn't expecting it, and but I guess Spirit wanted us to know. Okay, so Spirit, give us some more clarity on this situation, Spirit. What is it that the angels and ancestors want the collective to know about this situation that happened in Texas with the children and the teachers being killed unexpectedly? Okay, speak to me, Spirit. What is it that you want me to tell the people? What is it, Spirit? There has to be something here that will help the people to calm down, and that's not even, I can't even imagine. This card just jumped out. It says warrior, warrior. The fearless stand strong. And I'm going to see what that means in the book, because I know that's got to be hard to stand strong at this moment. For the people to stand strong at this moment who have lost so much. Okay, let me just look it up here, guys. Let's see what it's telling us. Okay. Wow. Okay. I think this is concerning the gun laws, guys. It says, the message is, don't back down. Make your opinions heard. Don't settle for second best. Oh, wow. It says, the warrior is anyone who is ready and willing to know themselves and do what needs to be done in order to get where they want to be. In this deck, the warrior embodies fierce, primal love. The warrior within, the energy you can call on to protect yourself, even if you don't think you love yourself. If you're exposed to a situation that could be harmful or dangerous, the steps you take to protect yourself are, in fact, acts of love. It says if you're experiencing fear at this time, know that this means whatever is going on is important to you. Whenever you feel fear, you are on the verge of something big, perhaps a massive breakthrough that is going to really help you move forward. If you have a situation on your hands where you have to face someone or something that's been unsettling you, know that you are being guided. You're being guided to call up your inner warrior. Don't falter and don't be frightened, because you have the energy to protect yourself now and at all times. Guys, I think this is Spirit telling us, and I'm getting chills, that we have to make a stand when it comes to these gun laws, because it's getting just ridiculous. We have to stand up to all the politics, to the people that are running our states, our cities, our government, DC, all of that. It is time to make a stand. This is one time that we cannot just sit back and let this go. So, I hope that as a collective, there is something done, and that we don't just sit back and let it just be and wait for the next thing to happen and the next thing to happen. This is the time to stand up and be that strong, fearless warrior. We cannot continue to let this happen. And I wasn't, like I said, this message just came through to me. All of a sudden, Spirit let me know what I was to talk about here. Okay? Started off as a horoscope, but it went the other way. And please, guys, condolences to everyone involved, including our country, as I've said before, because we're all going through this. But the people, for the families that have lost their children, their grandchildren, their mothers, their fathers, their sisters, their brothers. I mean, it's got to be just almost impossible to deal with. But now is the time for us to deal with it in some way. It's time to make change. And this is what the message that Spirit has sent through to me. Okay? And guys, comment in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Let me know how you feel about this. And have a good evening. Keep your prayers going. All right. Bye now.